Hello everyone, I'm Andrew, and this is a first look at Captain Scarlet and her Pirate's Booty DLC for Borderlands 2. Gearbox released the Captain Scarlet DLC this past Tuesday, and as everyone knows by now, it's awesomely pirate themed. There are some great characters you run into, of course Captain Scarlet herself, sporting the obligatory hook for a hand and of course a peg leg. But then there are the creepy characters that we've all come to love in the Borderlands universe. Shade is the man running Pier Fest, the first town you run into in Oasis, and he brings creepy to a whole new level. For the rest of the cast, well, you'll just have to play it yourself. The premise is that Captain Scarlet is looking for some long-lost treasure of Captain Blade. And because it's a separate story, you don't have to beat the main game to play the new content. Once your game has been updated, just head to the nearest fast travel station and look for the area called Oasis. You don't even need to be a certain level, you can actually hop into it on a level 1 character once you get to the first fast travel station. Gearbox utilizes their great sense of humor early on with all of Shade's missions, and it only gets wackier from there. Without spoiling too much of the story, Captain Scarlet has you finding parts of a compass so that you can find the treasure. Speaking of treasure, Captain Blade has a mission in every map that I've uncovered. You'll find a message in a bottle and proceed to hear of Captain Blade's backstory, and then you set out to find one of his hidden caches of money and loot. They are nice little side quests, but some of them are so well hidden, you might be scratching your head for a while before you find the X painted on the ground that marks the spot of the treasure. Since it's a pirate-themed expansion, it wouldn't be up to snuff if you weren't opening treasure chests that, well, looked like pirate treasure chests. And boy, are there a ton of them. Some are normal sized and others are, well, just wider versions of the regular sized treasure chests. The pirate theme is in full swing, except for, the water that pirates are usually sailing in. You'll find out why there isn't any water playing through the story, but it makes the new vehicle in the expansion a really cool new addition. That would be the Sand Skiff, and it's a delight to drive. A first for Borderlands vehicles, you're able to strafe left and right thanks to the hoverability of the Sand Skiff. It makes for some fun firefights against pirates and their evil Sand Skiffs. You can choose between 3 special weapons for it: your basic rocket, the saw blade that is also found on the Bandit technical vehicle, and a more pirate-themed harpoon that shoots like rockets but sticks into whatever you shoot, then explodes. The harpoon really does the most damage, but it's also comparatively slower, and it's harder to stick those harpoons into enemies. What the DLC doesn't do is raise the level cap or add additional storage, but it does provide hours of fun and a vast new world to explore. There's also a new currency that you're told about at the beginning of the DLC. A character, much like Crazy Earl, is hiding behind a small slot in a door and tells you he's looking for seraph crystals. After much digging around the internet, it comes as a surprise to me that the currency is only obtainable from the very last mission in the DLC, and that mission is hard-capped to level 50. Supposedly, though, the seraph crystals are used to purchase pink level items, which are 1 tier higher than any items you can find in the regular story. Captain Scarlet and her Pirate's Booty is a great addition to the core game. It's funny, adds a ton of new content, and it easily quenches my exploration thirst. And that concludes this Borderlands 2 Spotlight. Check back soon for more Borderlands 2 Spotlights. If you liked the video, hit the like button below. For more shooter news, click the subscribe button above, or follow us on Facebook or Twitter. And as always, thanks for watching.